Before we begin, if you enjoy deeply researched true crime stories filled with mystery, twists, and unanswered questions, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a story like this. On an overcast Tuesday morning, Brown University woke to chaos. Students were rushing to early lectures, coffee cups steaming in the cold Providence air, when the first campus alert vibrated across hundreds of phones. Active shooter reported near College Hill. Shelter in place. Within minutes, sirens cut through the historic quiet of the Ivy League campus, echoing off brick buildings that had stood for centuries. At the center of the unfolding panic was Lena Whitmore, a 22-year-old senior majoring in sociology. Friends described her as thoughtful, driven, and intensely private. She was last seen leaving the John Hay Library just after 8:30 a.m., texting her roommate that she was heading to a morning meeting. She never arrived. As armed officers flooded the campus, students barricaded themselves in classrooms. Helicopters hovered above, live news vans lined the streets, and parents across the country refreshed social media in terror. By noon, police announced the shooter was no longer an active threat. One injured security guard had been transported to the hospital. No fatalities were reported, but Lena Whitmore was missing. At first, investigators believed Lena may have fled campus in the confusion. After all, dozens of students had scattered into nearby neighborhoods. But as the hours passed, her phone went straight to voicemail. Her backpack was found abandoned near a service entrance behind a lecture hall, untouched, neatly placed against a wall. By nightfall, what began as an active shooter response quietly transformed into a missing person investigation. Providence police initially treated Lena's disappearance as a tragic coincidence. Wrong place, wrong time. Detectives theorized she may have witnessed something during the shooting and panicked. Surveillance footage showed her walking calmly across campus moments before the first gunshot was reported. Then, abruptly, she vanished from every camera angle. Friends were interviewed one by one. They spoke of Lena's recent stress, graduate school applications, family pressure, a demanding part-time job. Nothing seemed unusual. No signs of depression. No talk of running away. But then investigators uncovered something she hadn't shared with anyone. Lena had been meeting secretly with someone off campus. Phone records revealed repeated late-night calls to a number registered under a false name. Financial logs showed cash withdrawals that didn't align with her usual habits. A professor quietly mentioned Lena had recently requested an extension, citing personal safety concerns. Suddenly, the idea of randomness began to crumble. As media attention intensified, speculation grew darker. Online forums suggested she had been targeted. Others insisted she was involved in something dangerous. Her parents, devastated and confused, pleaded publicly for her safe return, insisting their daughter had enemies she never spoke of. Then came the twist no one expected. 3 days after the lockdown, police received an anonymous tip. It pointed them not toward the shooter, but toward a graduate teaching assistant named Evan Rowe, someone who had worked closely with Lena the previous semester. At first glance, Evan seemed harmless, soft-spoken, well-liked, no criminal history, but when questioned, his story didn't hold. He claimed he hadn't seen Lena in weeks, yet campus access logs showed his ID card entering a restricted building minutes after Lena disappeared. Investigators searched Evan's apartment. Inside, they found notebooks filled with obsessive writings, references to Lena, fragmented apologies, and paranoid thoughts about betrayal. More troubling was a burner phone hidden beneath a floorboard. It matched the mysterious number from Lena's call logs. Evan denied harming her. He insisted Lena had confided in him about feeling unsafe and had planned to leave campus that day. But he couldn't explain the blood traces found in his car trunk, later confirmed to be Lena's. The case took a grim turn. Under mounting pressure, Evan finally broke. He admitted he had been in love with Lena, an attachment she never returned. On the morning of the shooting, he claimed she asked him for help, saying she feared someone was watching her. When chaos erupted on campus, they met in secret. What happened next, Evan said, was an accident. According to his confession, an argument escalated. Lena threatened to expose his obsession to the university. In a moment of panic, Evan struck her. He didn't intend to kill her, he said, but the injury was fatal. He used the active shooter Chaos as cover, disposing of her body miles away near an abandoned riverside warehouse. When police recovered Lena's remains, the campus fell silent once more. Evan Rowe was charged with second-degree murder and tampering with evidence. Prosecutors argued the shooting incident was not connected, but it created the perfect storm of fear and distraction. Brown University held a candlelight vigil in Lena's honor. Students spoke of safety, trust, and the unseen battles people carry. Her parents established a foundation in her name, advocating for campus transparency and mental health awareness. The case left behind unsettling questions. How many secrets go unnoticed in plain sight? How easily chaos can hide calculated violence? And how, even in the safest places, danger can come from someone you think you know. If this story moved you and you want more true crime narratives that uncover the truth behind the headlines, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support helps keep these stories alive.